Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 5, the Spanish Grand Prix of ASR Season 3. This is the pole lap.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
So that 19.1 would be good enough for pole position here in Spain. Obviously it was a very slim margin there back to pure axle in the McLaren, and since then we've actually gone into the 18s, well into the 18s, my PB being an 18.4. So off the start we go. Much better traction than the cars behind, notably Stuart Mackenzie in the Mercedes and the McLaren of pure axle. To turn 1, no issues whatsoever, and we have maintained the lead. I tried to get away. Fastest lap certainly helped in that regard, but I was followed by pure axle, and by lap 8 it was time for the pit stops, and he initiated that cycle by pitting. I went a few more laps, in fact to the end of lap 11,
Release.
because I noticed that he was going for a 2-stop. He put on the mediums, I went to the hards. He definitely went for an undercut. Look how close he is at this point. He very much stayed attached to me though, and would actually go for a pass with the DRS. I didn't want to fight it too much because he was on those mediums, obviously had to make another pit stop, and I didn't want to compromise either of our races, potentially causing an accident while defending. Certainly he wasn't able to get away. The DRS sort of pulled me along. Obviously the tyres start to equalise between us. I had the DRS myself on this occasion and around the outside at turn 1. Very respectful driving from the McLaren of pure axle, and I got the position straight back. Now you can see him going into the pits once again, making his second pit stop, and at this point I thought it was plain sailing to the end. However,
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
well, what a curveball that is. Thankfully the safety car didn't get out ahead of me, but I couldn't get into the pits when it was called.
Complete. Go now. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I had to attempt the pit stop. Obviously the cars behind were going to be on softs. It was not going to be defendable if I didn't go for those softs. Probably would have come out second at worst.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
I was lucky in the regard that the undercut didn't quite work, and I maintained the lead. Off the restart I wasn't challenged, and went on to record my 4th victory of the season, 3rd in a row. That is 100 points. Very good way to start the season. Pure axle, hats off man, that was a great race. Very exciting with that strategy difference, and indeed the final safety car. Also joining us on the podium was Charitard and his Renault. But guess what's next, guys? Monaco. Can't wait for that one. I've been Calm Sea Goat Joker. See you then.